In a land where the heavens kissed the earth, there was a painter unlike any other. This painter, named Aurelin, was not bound to canvas or walls. Her art was the sky itself, and her brush held the power to shape the colors of the world. With every stroke, she brought the dawn to life, scattered hues across the horizon, and wove rainbows after the rain. Aurelin lived on the edge of a towering cliff, her studio open to the infinite expanse above. Her brushes were made of starlight, her paints derived from the essence of nature. Saffron sun rays for gold, crushed petals for soft pinks, and shimmering moonlight for silver. Every morning, before the world awoke, she would ascend to her lofty perch and begin her work. When it was time to paint a sunrise, Aurelin would dip her brush into the crimson wellspring of the horizon. She swept it across the sky in great arcs, blending fiery red into golden amber and pale lavender. She worked tirelessly, her movements fluid and graceful, as if she were dancing with the wind. By the time the sun rose fully, the heavens were awash with colors that shimmered and sang of promise. The rainbows required special care. Aurelin reserved these for moments when storms had wept their fill upon the earth. Once the rain ceased, she would collect the teardrops from leaves and grass, distilling them into a prism of light. With a deft hand, she arced the rainbow across the retreating storm clouds, layering each hue meticulously. Bold red, sunny orange, and tranquil blue blending into one another like threads in a divine tapestry. Though Aurelin's work was admired by all, few knew of the sacrifice her art required. Painting the sky demanded immense energy, for she poured a part of her own essence into every creation. The vibrant sunsets that lingered like fire at the end of the day drained her strength, and the gentle pinks of dawn left her weary. But Aurelin never faltered, for she knew that her creations brought joy and wonder to the world below. Seasons changed, and with them, so did Aurelin's work. In spring, her palettes were vibrant and fresh, full of blooming cherry blossoms and tender greens. In summer, she conjured long golden twilights that stretched endlessly into warm nights. Autumn saw her work imbued with fiery reds and burnt oranges, like leaves alight in the crisp air. Winter was perhaps her most challenging season, for she painted the sky in muted silvers and soft blues, her strokes delicate as frost forming on a window pane. As the years passed, Aurelin began to feel the toll of her work. Her once bright eyes grew dim, and her hands trembled as she held her celestial brush. The sunsets became shorter and the rainbows thinner, though they still carried her unmistakable magic. The world noticed but did not understand, for they could not see the artist behind the masterpiece. One day a great storm arose, fiercer than any Aurelin had ever seen. The winds howled and the rain fell in torrents, flooding rivers and soaking the earth. The storm lasted for days, leaving the world shrouded in darkness. When the skies finally cleared, Aurelin knew what she had to do. She climbed to her studio with trembling legs, carrying her brushes and paints for what she sensed might be the last time. With the last reserves of her strength, Aurelin painted a rainbow so magnificent it seemed to bridge the heavens and the earth. Each color glowed with an intensity that made the world pause in awe. The red burned like a hearth's fire, the blue shimmered like a tranquil sea, and the violet pulsed with the deep magic of twilight. As the final stroke was laid, Aurelin collapsed, her energy spent. The rainbow lingered in the sky for hours, a testament to her life's work. Its beauty brought smiles to children, hope to the weary, and inspiration to dreamers. When it finally faded, the world noticed that the skies seemed different. The colors of sunrise and sunset softened, and the rainbows that followed storms became rarer and more fleeting. Though Aurelin was gone, her spirit remained in every hue that painted the sky. Her brushes, left behind in her studio, sparkled faintly with the remnants of her magic. Over time, the winds carried her story to every corner of the earth, inspiring poets, artists, and storytellers. And so, Aurelin's legacy lived on, a reminder that beauty is a gift worth sharing, even if it comes at great cost. Every time the sky blushed at dawn or burned with the fire of dusk, the world remembered the sky painter and the magic she left behind.